My name is John, and for years, I worked as a construction worker in a town where the skyline was constantly changing. My life, much like the buildings we erected, was structured and stable. My colleagues and I would often grab a drink after long shifts. It was casual for me. A beer or two was enough to unwind. The cornerstone of my life, though, was my wife, Maria. She was truly perfect in my eyes. Maria had a way of making even the dullest day brighter with her smile. She was supportive, kind, and incredibly generous. Her energy was infectious, and she had an uncanny ability to see the best in people. Our home was filled with her warmth, laughter, and the comforting aromas of her cooking. Every evening, I returned from work knowing that a piece of paradise waited for me, no matter how tough the day had been. Then, one tragic evening, everything changed. Maria was involved in a car accident and passed away. The news shattered me into pieces I never knew existed. The silence in our home was deafening. Every corner echoed memories of her. The grief was unbearable. With the light of my life gone, darkness enveloped me. I started drinking more than usual. What began as a means to escape the pain soon spiraled into uncontrollable alcoholism. Mornings began with a hangover, and evenings were spent in a blurry haze. I isolated myself, and my work suffered. I knew I was on a destructive path, but Maria's absence left a void too vast to fill with rational thoughts. My colleagues noticed my decline. They tried to intervene, but I was too far gone, drowning in my sorrow and the bottom of a bottle. It wasn't until I stumbled across an old photo album, one that Maria and I had put together during our trips, that reality hit me. Each picture, each memory of her radiant smile, was a stark contrast to the darkness I had allowed myself to fall into. I realized that this wasn't what she would have wanted for me. Maria had always admired strength and resilience, qualities I had forgotten. Determined to pull myself out of the abyss, I reached out for help. I joined a support group and met others who were battling their own demons. It was through their stories, the shared pain, and the collective desire to heal that I found strength. The road to recovery was long and fraught with challenges, but every step forward was a tribute to Maria's memory. As I regained control over my life, I began to embrace new possibilities. I decided to try online dating, a prospect that Maria would have encouraged, always being the advocate for finding happiness wherever possible. While I haven't found someone special yet, the journey has been hopeful and filled with learning. Through all this, I've learned that grief is not a storm to weather but a part of me to embrace. It shapes me but does not define me. My evenings are now spent in local support group meetings, sharing my story and listening to others. Each narrative of pain and triumph reinforces a collective strength, a testament to human resilience. Maria's perfect love showed me the beauty of life, and her memory guides me through each day. Though she is no longer here physically, her spirit ignites a hope within me, a hope to find love again, to rebuild, and to help others who are lost in their night find their dawn. Life, I've learned, is a series of constructions and reconstructions, and the tools we need are often forged in the fires of our deepest trials.